Hi everyone, welcome to another MiramoPDF webinar. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. My name is Joanne Hannigan and today I'm going to give you a preview of how MiramoPDF supports accessible PDFs. So the European Accessibility Act became effective on the 28th of June last. Section 508 has been in place for years in the US for US government and government-related agencies, and the follow-on extension to private businesses with the ADA Act. So in many cases, accessible PDFs are mandatory in the US, not only in US federal government, but US state governments, US healthcare, and so on. And now the same applies increasingly within the EU to government, academic, and commercial organizations. So many PDFs need remediation to conform with accessibility requirements. ChatGPT and other sources suggest that the US federal government spends $1 billion per annum on PDF remediation. And in our own experience, the US healthcare industry spends multi-millions on PDF remediation. There are dozens of PDF remediation companies out there making big money. So Miramo's objective is to create accessible PDFs that need little or no remediation. And today I'm going to demonstrate how we do that. So to start, I'm just going to give you an overview of the MiramoPDF process flow. Some of you may be already familiar with that. So it integrates easily with the CCMS or CMS or XML editor using either the Miramo DITA OT plugin or Simple XSLT. The starting point for a new PDF design is the default template, or is generally the default template in the GUI template designer. So when publishing is triggered in the CCMS or CMS, the document content is transformed to Miramo XML. So this is a fully documented version of XML that allows the Miramo composition engine to take the template formats and tagging and map them to the document content to render a PDF. So there are two PDF output types, a production PDF and a development PDF. The development PDFs are used as the basis to make amendments to the formatting and tagging inside in the template in the Miramo GUI template designer, and then to produce the desired final PDF. So this is a development version of a tagged PDF using the default template that comes with MiramoPDF and some sample DITA content, but as I said, it could be any structured content. So on the left-hand side, you can see the default tagging that has been applied. I'll just open up. Here's the tag tree. The top of the tag tree is document. Underneath it is 3 sections. If I click on the section, the first section is the cover page here on the right-hand side. The second section is the table of contents. And the third section is a chapter. So going back to the cover page, if we go inside that section, there is a header 1 tag, and that is the talking circle here, the variable on the cover page. If you open that up, it details the actual text itself. Then the next thing is the figure at the logo at the bottom of the page, and it gives you the image values. And then the last thing is the credits at the bottom of the page, which is a paragraph, and then it gives you the actual text itself again. So this is the default tagging that comes with MiramoPDF that is produced automatically out of the box. So here is the table of contents tagging. H1, the header is the header. H1 is the header of the table of contents. Inside is the actual text. Then there is the table of contents and then the different individual levels. And then the last is the, just close that up. The last is the chapter. So you have H1, which is a topic title, H2, topic title 2, and then inside those there are paragraphs, and inside those again, well, not inside those again, but there are lists, etc. So this is the default tagging that occurs when you output an accessible PDF using MiramoPDF. Okay, so let me just explain once again what a development PDF is. So a development PDF provides all the formatting information and tagging information that comes from the template that produces the PDF. So here it tells you that this is a cover page inside in a cover section. This variable on the cover page is formatted by a paragraph format or paradef called article title. These credits at the bottom are formatted by a paragraph format called credits. Here the header for the table of contents is formatted by a paragraph format called chapter header, and then you have the individual levels there and the formats that are applied there. Then there are the different topic titles, short desk, topic title 1, another short desk, etc. So this information continues throughout the entire document, giving you the detail to go into the template inside in Miramo Designer and make any changes to the formatting. And this applies also to the tagging. So let's look at the paradef article title that is formatting the variable on the cover page. So I'm just going to click on that. I'll double click on that, and it gives you the list of the formatting properties, and at the bottom you can see tagged PDF role map is H1. And if I go into the first section and opened it up, H1 is applied to the variable on the cover page. So what you're looking at here is the default tagging that's applied when you output a tagged PDF using MiramoPDF, and then it tells you where to go inside in the template to change the tagging if you want to change it. So I'm going to show you how you can change the tagging. So we're going to open up Miramo Designer. I'll just bring this over here to the left. Okay. So we're going to open up Miramo Designer, and what we're looking at here is the default template that produced the PDF that we were just looking at. And you can tell when we just want to close this. Right. So you can tell that this is the cover page of the PDF that we were just looking at. So on the right hand side here are all the categories of formatting. When you click on any of the individual formats here, the properties appear in the center and they are all changeable, and then you get a representation of the design of the pages here on the left hand side. So the first thing I think we should do is just to demonstrate how it works. So these individual sections, we can actually take these sections out so that the tag tree goes straight into the H1 section and the figure in the div and H1 in the talk, etc. So let's do that to start. So let's find the sections. So here is the section def, and here are all the different sections. This is where the page formats are assigned. So let's go into the cover section just for example. So here is where you define all the properties of a cover section. You define what pages are used, etc. And you can see here at the bottom the cover section is tagged as a section in the TP role map here. So I'm going to select all these sections, Control Shift and then right click and modify. I'm going to scroll down to tagged PDF and I'm going to select none. So now this means that the sections are going to be excluded from the tag tree in the PDF that's going to be output. So that's the first change we're going to make. The second change we're going to make is make the credits here, make them not display at all. We make them actually private, so it doesn't display at all inside in the tag tree, and I'm going to do the same for the actual content as well and make that private as well. So they're both made private. Let's see what else we do. We'll import an image. So I'm going to browse to an image here, this gear image, and we'll add that to the cover page. So I'm going to align that to the background text frame. Okay, so I select them both, right click, align to first selected on the left edges, and I'll assign a role map to the image here. I'll assign it a, let's see, what will I assign that? I thought it should be a figure. Are you not a figure? Oh, I had selected 2, so it wouldn't give me the option of figure. So figure. So I'll assign that a figure, and now I'm going to save this PDF. So what did I do? I took the sections out of the tag tree, and I also removed the credits at the bottom so they wouldn't display at all. And I added an image and assigned it the tag of a figure. So I've changed the template. Now I'm going to go into the oxygen where the content is. So this is the sample DITA. As I said, it could be any structured content. On the right hand side here are the transformation scenarios that have been imported from the MiramoDITA OT plugin. So there's a development transformation and a production transformation. In this case, we're going to produce a production PDF which won't include all the formatting information we looked at, so that we could see. So I'm just going to go into edit and show you a couple of things. So here you can see the MMPDF PDF type is UA, so that is the accessibility PDF type, and it says show property is N, which means it doesn't show the formatting and tagging information. Okay, so we're going to run this transformation scenario. So what's happening is the MiramoDITA OT plugin is performing a topic merge on the content and transforming it to Miramo XML, and then the revised version of the PDF template is being applied, and here is the new PDF. Okay, so now let's look at the tag tree of our new PDF. So here you see it's going straight into the headers and figures. There's no more sections there. And let's see, at the bottom of the cover page, the credits no longer appear. Let's see if they do or not. Actually, I'm not sure if they, the credits are no longer there. There's just the header, the image at the bottom, and then the gears image. Okay, so that is the principle of how you can control the tagging inside in the Miramo GUI template designer. It's as simple as that. There is default tagging applied, so you can produce a tagged PDF out of the box, and then inside in the GUI template designer you can easily make any changes you want to the tagging. So the next step is to check the compliance of the PDF that we just produced. So let's go into, bring that over here. So let's go into the PDF accessibility checker. Let's drag this PDF over. This is the PDF that we just produced. I'm going to drag it over and see how it does. Okay, so we have some problems here. It says the alternative descriptions, 3 alternative descriptions there's a problem with. So let's look at those. Right, double click. Okay, the gear image I brought in is missing an alternative description. And here we have an image inside in the DITA content that's missing an alternative description. So let's fix those 2 issues. So first of all, we go into Oxygen and find the image inside in the content. Luckily, I know where it is. Here it is. So we're going to add, here's the image here, talk selection screen. So I'm going to add the attribute here. Let's see. Add the alt attribute and type in login screen. Okay, and we'll save that. And now we'll go into the template and apply some the alt description to the image on the cover screen on the cover page. So I'll add gold and silver gears. Close, and I'll save that. Now back into Oxygen. I'm going to rerun the revised template against the revised DITA. I need to close the production one. Up you go. I'll close this one. Is that the development one? Okay, where's the other one? I did close it. Okay, so now I'm going to run the production transformation against the revised template and the revised DITA, and we shall then test it again in the PDF accessibility checker. Okay, so here's the new PDF inside in Explorer. Let's open the PDF accessibility checker. We'll drag the new PDF in. And now we've got no errors. So now we have a valid accessible PDF. So that's how easy it is to generate an accessible PDF using MiramoPDF. So this functionality will be available in MiramoPDF 4.0 in Q4 of this year. So if you're interested in the trial pre-release version, please let us know and email us at support@datazone.com. We'll send you a trial version plus the Miramo DITA OT plugin and the sample DITA content that we're using today. So if you're interested in learning some more about MiramoPDF, do check out the Miramo YouTube channel. There's a number of good videos on there. Check us out on LinkedIn or email us with any questions you have at all at support@datazone.com. Thank you again for your time, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Take care.